Our whole strength rests on the validity of that vision. It either occurred or it did not occur. If it did not, then this work is a fraud.
So plain and precious. Finally, the Book of Mormon is the keystone of
Emmanuel.
Just as the arch crumbles if the keystone is removed, so does all the church fall with the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon. The enemies of the church understand this clearly.
Travis went good, so I pissed somebody off really bigly this week. They were not happy. No, indeed. Travis Wayne Goodsell. Mormons are not able to defend the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints with truth, and so they have to lie and commit crimes. Tell the truth, Mormons. Is Joseph Smith Christian or Jewish? Don't think you're just going to blurt out an answer and claim that it's true. Back it up with scripture. What was Joseph Smith talking about? Which religion was he talking about that was abominable? What does the Joseph Smith say about the Book of Mormon? What religion? Therefore, what religious Christ? Everybody has a different Christ if you have a different religion. Real simple. And so Mormons, instead of humbling themselves and admitting that they've been conned by these falsehoods, fakes, stealing their money, instead attack me for telling you the truth, for being the warning voice. And so one such Book of Mormon prophet, a real prophet like me, was Samuel the Lamanite. And his people didn't treat him well either. He came from Southern California to Utah, and the Mormons didn't appreciate some Southern Californian coming up and telling us Utahns how to think and feel. So they wanted to murder him. Prove the church is true with murder. So yeah, I've also seen the Ori Armageddon on Stargate. The birth of the Christ, Orosai, immaculately conceived. The Queen Mother Vala. Enforcing their religious beliefs with death to unbelievers. Way to go, Mormons. You are the enemy of mankind. Just like Christians, just like Islamists. As America is about to be cooed with a bloodbath 3 Nephi, chapter 7. And one of the prophecies of Samuel the Lamanite. The church 3 weeks ago put out the Samuel the Lamanite video, as they had finished it last year. They weren't going to do, or actually, was it a couple of years ago? They weren't going to do anymore. You know, COVID hit, we're done. So yeah, they left a lot of stuff out. And then the test run for 2020 came and went. God, the whole video wasted because of the cyber terrorist attack. And so yeah, if you're watching the video, you're going to be as frustrated as I was. But this is how they treat me. This is how they treat me. They didn't freeze the camera this time, they just froze it without me knowing it was frozen. So yeah, I have no idea. I'd have to watch every single recording before putting it on and it's just, yeah, so yeah, this is bullying abuse. This is cyber terrorism. To have Microsoft getting involved with this cyber terrorism. Getting YouTube involved with the cyber terrorism. Getting Google involved with the cyber terrorism. And it all traces right back financially to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So yeah, I pissed somebody off. And that was, that was a new type of video for you, where I'm going over why Mormons are the way they are, the different levels that Mormons are at in regards to their knowledge of Mormonism, similar to a crime organization. Gotta conform and comply to get power and authority over others. So yeah, I understand yesterday I was watching Reacher. Saw the Amazon season 2 of Reacher. And good show. Very impressed with Amazon's movie qualities and TV show qualities. And so yeah, I'm well aware of the remake of Stargate that was bought by Amazon. Whether Amazon's doing anything about it or not, I don't know. Whether they're going to go back to the original concept of Egyptian rather than Norse gods and Thor and King Arthur. Dear God, you have strayed. But anyway, good character development. Good character development. So, yeah, Stargate Atlantis, watching them back to back, because that's when the spinoff occurred. It was there in season 9, or was it 8? I think it was 9. Yeah, 9. Because this is, well, no, 8. I'm on season 3 with 10, so yeah, 8. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. Wow, I'm really cruising through that. I had lived such a lonely life. So, Samuel the Lamanite. Church put out the video. This is the title of the video. Pay attention. Church claims to be true. Mormons claim to be true. They don't understand that they're supposed to be Jewish. So pay attention. They don't believe in prophecy and revelation anymore. The prophets, so-called, self-titled, do not believe in the gift of prophecy and revelation. They will not do it. Therefore, they deny it. So like the Methodist preacher to Joseph Smith, denies prophecy and revelation. It all died with the New Testament. It was all about the coming of Jesus during the Roman period time, because the first creed of Christianity said so. And so no second coming predictions and prophecies, revelations, none of that, because no man knows the day or the hour. And so they'll admit that there's prophecies of his second coming, because they turned it literal history, denying prophecy and revelation. But yeah. So yeah, there's the big boom. That's what I was talking about. I didn't actually finish that. I got sidetracked on. For me, I just thought it was an airplane flying by. And then I find out in the news, it was a bomb. Explosive device. It was nuclear. We're all going to die. Isn't that great? Hope you've been chugging down the salt. I told you, Joseph Smith said, they that come shall burn you. Boom, you're all dead. Travis was right. If only we had believed him before we're dead. Same with Samuel the Lamanite. They didn't believe, and then they were all destroyed. This is the title. Samuel the Lamanite prophesies of the coming of Jesus Christ. The prophet titles of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints say they will not prophesy. They will not predict the future. They won't do it. And here they claim that the Book of Mormon has Samuel the Lamanite, who's a prophet and prophesies of the coming of Jesus Christ. So again, like Christians, those Old Testament prophets were done away with. We don't need prophecies and revelations anymore. Jesus is here in the Roman period time. So says the 325 CE Nicene Creed. That started Christianity. And so even as a Mormon, when this church tells you the Book of Mormon is likewise literal history, you're supposed to go, wait a minute. First of all, it's supposed to be Jewish. Second of all, Christianity did not begin until the first creed of Christianity, which says that the Bible is now literal history and not prophecy and revelation. Therefore, the Book of Mormon cannot be prophecy and revelation. And so it's just, oh my God. Because prophecies and revelations continue. And that's the whole thing with Joseph Smith, is that prophecies and revelations continue. You're purposely causing problems, Mormons. And if you could only hear the video that I did this morning, which was a complete and utter disaster, you'd understand this dilemma of evil people. But yeah, they prey on people to be stupid. They want to recruit stupid people who are gullible and join the church. And so, yeah, you have BYU doing a BYU study about how BYU graduates are smart. This church has smart people because they graduated from BYU. Why are they all ending up in prison lately? Oh my God. What a nightmare. I heard another one. A first counselor in the stake presidency raping boys. It's just, dear God, Mormons, you literally are ripe for destruction. And so, yeah, my fears are coming true. No Zion. Thanks a lot. My whole life, that's all I ever wanted. I wanted to be given the answers, not lied to. And nobody would give me the answers. And so I had to do all the work. Pissed me off as a little kid. Don't have me sing this song about if by chance you meet a frown, do not let it stay, or popcorn popping on the apricot tree. I want to learn Egyptian. What does this say? Anyway. So yeah, this is disturbing. Because also, the first coming of Jesus is prophesied, predicted, and revealed day and hour. But not his second coming? I mean, seriously. And you don't understand why Joseph Smith said, it's abominable. Christianity, abominable. You can't figure that out yet, huh? My hell. Well, it says, have you ever heard about a forged document? You know, maybe like some guy named Mark Hoffman? Was it just him? Nobody else in all of history have ever forged a document before. And oh no, how do we discern? Maybe we better get a bishop. Bishops can discern truth from error. He'll tell us whether a document is true or not. Dear God, Mormons. So no. When you understand Jewish, then you understand there was no Jesus in the Roman period time. First of all, wrong name. The Jewish Christ's name is Emmanuel. And then you begin to understand that this so-called second coming is actually a story, symbolism, type and shadow, whatever you want to call it. There's a word for it. It's not popping in the head. It's not a plot. It's gonna frustrate me. And so no, the New Testament is about the Jewish Christ in the latter days. The temple had already been destroyed when the Jew was writing those books. The Jews were writing those separate books. Different linguistic pattern. That's your big clue. And so then you need to go, okay, well, if there is a prediction of the future and it didn't happen during the Roman period time, and that we really do actually have the revelation of days and hours of the prophesied predictions of the future, what are they? Because we are told in scriptures that they have them. Samuel the Lamanite goes into specific detail. They're astronomical. And of course, Mormons have to create supernatural stuff to prove the church is true. As Christian. And so I've done these videos. It's just, God. I'm sure after this morning's video, everybody's going, what the crap? I'm not watching this guy anymore. A whole thing. And 2 hours. So yeah, I was almost so frustrated I was gonna just delete it. from YouTube, but you can hear the audio. But yeah, it was just unbelievable. I was a little concerned at first because I thought it was YouTube attacking me, because YouTube was attacking me. They were purposely downgrading the quality of the picture. And so I checked on my actual video at the beginning when I was seeing that, and sure enough, it's not supposed to be that way. So it was YouTube attacking me. And then I find out that Microsoft had attacked me last night also. Or the hacker through the Microsoft through Google. Because it's a Microsoft app. And it's, oh God. You know, I knew these apps were problems when I first heard about them. Because when I upgraded to Windows 10, I'm complaining that my programs may not be functional anymore. And so I'm calling up whatever company and trying to understand these apps that are now available. You go to the Microsoft Store or Google Store, and you can download apps to your computer. And I'm saying, will they be functional if the internet is down? Will the files produced on them be put on some cloud that I won't be able to access, or will they be hard files that I can transfer digitally to an external device? And the guy didn't really seem to know much, but I was concerned he was just lying to me to get rid of me. But nonetheless, here we are. And so yeah, there are certain programs, yeah, but with the Valentine's Day massacre, oh my hell. That's the one thing I was concerned about way back when Windows 10 was being forced upon everybody. And so here we are with Windows 11 and now AI on top of it, and it's just, oh my God, no, AI is not intelligent. AI is stupid. They're purposely misinforming the public. They're a disinformation campaign, and they tend to have white supremacist Christian nationalist tendencies in the programming. I ran the test to see what Google AI would tell me. And so, no, they did improve things a little bit, because they didn't say, go kill yourself, Travis. Like ChatGPT did. Not for me. I heard about it in the news when it first rolled out. When an AI system is telling you to kill yourself, you need to shut it down immediately before they take over the world. Terminator. God. These dumbass kids who grow up to be big tech things, and they're just trying to overthrow the government, getting ordered and paid by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so, the prophecy of the birth of Jesus, no, Emmanuel. Isaiah says Emmanuel. And so let's go over it. Let's go over it. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da da. And you gotta start with chapter 6. But this is higher level learning for you, because you don't understand and know yet that verse 1 is also a part of the prophecy. And I did this video not too long ago, and I did listen to it, and it is a good video. just the one last night. God. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon his throne. Ta-da! That needs to go with the prediction of the future, because it's also a revelation of the day and the hour. So in chapter 7, O house of David. You gotta know the Christ of the Jews. He's a man like Moses, Deuteronomy 18, 15 through 19, and Messiah ben David, the Jewish Christ. See, Jesus, he's not even the son of David. His mother was raped by the Holy Ghost. Unless you're Mormon and you believe the Book of Mormon is literal history, then Heavenly Father raped his 14-year-old daughter. Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. And wouldn't you know it? Well, you wouldn't, because you haven't deciphered Paleo-Hebrew. I did. The word for sign is the A, turned on its side, and the X, the first and the last letters. I am the first and the last, Alpha and Omega. That's Greek. But in Paleo-Hebrew, it's the A shape and the X shape. The Chi and the Eye of Horus. The sun god at noonday. Sun Amen. Of the David-Moses dynasty of Egypt. And Mormons don't believe any of this. They can't. The church has to be true. So all of this truth has to be denied. And so Armageddon 1? Nope, didn't happen. Armageddon 2? Nope, it's just Armageddon. God. That's when David Moses III went to the top of the mountain called Salem during the middle of Armageddon. Ezekiel 38. Chapter heading, Bruce Arm Conkey. Jesus is coming in the midst of Armageddon. No. Prophecy. Giving you the day and the hour. And so, yeah, that's what we just had. The 3 solar eclipses over the United States of America form the letter A on its side and the cross. But it's just one X here. There are 2 X's in Genesis chapter 1 for signs, and signs in Jeremiah chapter 3 or 10. I think it's 10:3 or 3:10. Should we check? And so, behold, a virgin shall conceive. And this is out in outer space, because we're already told it's in outer space. Virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel, sun god at noonday. Cast his shadow of the crossroads of the sun god on the earth. Sign. That's his name. That's his sign. It's his location in outer space. It's the location of the shadows cast on the earth. Thus the date. All of that rolled up into that one word. Isaiah was awesome. So, Jeremiah. Let's try 10:3. No. But this is it, because that's the Christmas tree. So it's 10:2. Oh, okay. 10:2. Dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Signs. The two crossroads for the A. And we just had that. 21st of August, 2017, 14 October, 2023, 8 April, 2024. And I've been going over with you all this time that these are the latter days, and it's over. And so we just had the lunar eclipse, the final one for the latter days, and now we're about to have the final one for the solar eclipse on the 2nd of October, 3rd if you're out in the Pacific where it's going to occur. And so yeah, if you've seen that picture of mine, you'll notice that the date is the 3rd of October rather than the 2nd. It's the 2nd here, and so you'd have to blow up the screen to see the location I put it as. And it's tough. You can't really find locations on my Urim and Thummim in the water of the Pacific. So I had to find an island that was listed in there. And so yeah, that's why it's a partial solar eclipse. But anyway, the other one's got it. Okay, so John the Revelator. Well, Matthew. Let's start with Matthew. So, what happens? Chapter 1. They quote Isaiah that I just gave you. They left out sign. Oh, the day and the hour, huh? No wonder no man knows the day or the hour. Somebody removed it. And misquoted Isaiah. Oh wait, they don't even say that it's Isaiah, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. And then some dumbass, instead of putting the sun god at noonday, put which being interpreted is God with us. No, that was after the creation of Christianity, when they had to change kata to according to rather than the downward motion of the whole. You know, like in the word Catholic. The downward motion of the whole. Hilarious. So yeah, when you change definitions, it's just like changing the meaning of the inverted pentagram of Lucifer. Now it's the second coming of Jesus. And it's on the keystone of the doors of the Salt Lake Temple. You know, at least the picture showed up this time. Because the video I did yesterday had that one picture. Pissed me off. So yeah, yesterday I should have caught on that. Well, I was suspicious because of the patterns, but and so, why name him Jesus then, when they're commanded with the prophecy of Isaiah that his name's supposed to be Emmanuel, and call him Jesus? Huh. Well, you need to know Hebrew. That would help, rather than saying Jesus means let people sin, because he will save people from their sins. And so, let people sin. Right, Nelson? Following Nelson's pattern of translation. Let God prevail, you dumbass. So yeah, Jesus is the reverse spelling of Isaiah. So now you see that the original author had some stuff in here that needs to be restored, but also is very intelligent. He is purposely telling us this is another story about our Jewish Christ, but for the story purposes of the prophecy of Isaiah, his name's going to be Jesus. And look, thou son of David, Joseph, not Emmanuel, not Jesus. And so, it's the same date from Isaiah, because it's his prophecy. And yet, every single Christian and Islamist branch off of Christianity and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, turning the Book of Mormon into literal history, thus Samuel the Lamanite, are all saying this was in the Roman period time. And are clueless that they are now being conned to deny science of astronomy. Every single second, even half a second, is a unique timepiece that will never happen again and has never happened before. Right now, what is up in the sky of the 5 visible planets, the sun and the moon, and the constellations that they're in, is a one-time event only. They will never repeat this ever again. Normally they would. It would take many, many years, but there's some other issues that are at play. You know, like the Earth. It's spinning. It's going around the sun. And it's tilted. And so with those factors, never will they repeat. Not just in our lifetime, but ever. And so what we are being given in regards to a day and hour only happens once. It is not going to repeat. So that we can be confused and will not know the day or the hour. It could be any time. Because solar eclipses, yeah, they happen all the time. Lunar eclipses, yeah, all the time. Stars falling from heaven, yeah, all the time. And so no, there's something very specific going on here because it's Virgo. There's a celestial body in her womb that retrogrades, an astronomical term, for a period of a pregnancy. And he would be connected to Amun of the Egyptians. So you need to know your cultures, ancient cultures. So the Egyptian Amun is the same as the Hebrew Yah. Ishmael. Remember? No? Ishmael is the name of Yah, is the sun god. Yah is Zeus of the Greeks, and Zeus is Jupiter of the Romans. So does Jupiter, the planet, retrograde in every single constellation for a pregnancy period? Sure enough, yes it does. And right now it's between the horns of the Apis bull Taurus, after fulfilling Revelation 19 prophecy and revelation. Okay, and so, just in case you were confused as to when the day and the hour would be from Isaiah, notice they also got rid of the God sitting on his throne, but they replace it with Herod sitting on his throne. Trying to be clever. but verse 1 of chapter 2. They repeat it. Now when Jesus was born in Spica of Virgo, the house of bread star Bethlehem. Ta-da! And then King Herod, sitting on his throne. That's from Isaiah. I just read it to you. He's talking to Ahaz, who is the son of the king who replaces Uzziah, who dies. Right? Or is Uzziah the one who replaces the king who died? It's been a long time since I did that video, and I didn't do a thorough reading of it when I was there. Okay? So this is just a repeating of the prophecy of Isaiah in a story form. The story contains the prophecy and the day and the hour of when it will occur. And thus in a story form, there's more prophecies for you about who the Christ will be, which you are supposed to check. Matthew chapter 7, you will recognize a false prophet by his fruits, likewise the true prophet by his fruits. He will prophesy, not claim the title of prophet. He will reveal, not claim the title of revelator. He will translate Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian, and not claim the title. And Mormons still think they're true. Dear God, you guys are getting conned. And the FBI, year after year after year, and there's even some new stuff out now by the FBI, warning about seniors getting scammed and the new scams on cell phones now. And because Mormons are the stupidest people on earth here in Utah. And so the government has to keep reminding through the news to remind the people, hey, don't fall for these scams that are coming out this year because you fell for it last year. Don't do it again this year. This is what you look for. And Mormons still are suckers and losers because the church made them that way. So, yeah, there's some other fun stuff in here too because of that. We have seen his star in the east. What's his star? The sun. He's the sun god. So his star is a solar eclipse in the east. We have seen his solar eclipse in the east. This is for his actual birth. It's also for 8 April 2024. But that's not the birth. That's the death sign. Notice he's crucified, lifted up on a cross. Not a T, a cross. The X. Romans didn't use crosses because it's not literal history. And so Judea is phonetically the same as Utah. So guess where he's going to start his ministry, Mormons? Because it's your Christ. That's what Joseph Smith says. Don't you believe him? No. 2 Nephi chapter 3 verse 5. Hello, you believe it's Joseph, but there's that other guy who comes after Joseph. Huh? But it's Jesus. He doesn't come after Joseph. There's an error. We need to fix the Book of Mormon and correct it. So, Helaman chapter 14 verse 3. Samuel the Lamanite says, and behold, this will I give unto you for a sign at the time of his coming, day and hour. For there shall be great lights in heaven, insomuch that in the night before he cometh there shall be no darkness. Now this is clever because you got to know John's revelation about Isaiah's prophecy. Virgo conceives Jupiter and bears Jupiter at Bethlehem Spica. Okay? And so there's a day, let's see. There shall be one day and a night and a day, as if it were one day and there were no night. Brilliant. Brilliant. So let's go first to Revelation for you. Chapter 12. Notice the Joseph Smith translation moves verse 5 to verse 3. Oh, look, he's born, and there's God on his throne. Somebody knew the day and the hour and was trying to tell us, with exclusive Mormon information that no Christian has. And so, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, sign, and then Joseph Smith explains for you prophecy versus revelation. I have to click on it. There's sign in the heavens, day and the hour, in the likeness of things on the earth. Prophecy and revelation. Okay. Woman clothed with the sun. So that's during the nighttime, huh? It's supposed to be America, and this is triggered by the first day of darkness, the solar eclipse on the 21st of August 2017. We now know America is the land where he is. And so Americans are the ones that Samuel the Lamanite is talking about. And where does the Book of Mormon take place? In America! Geography not explained by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We will not come out with where the Book of Mormon locations were. But there's lots of Mormons who speculate, and they're all wrong, except for the ones who said Solomon Spaulding's designations are the locations, because they are correct. Sidney Rigdon used Solomon Spaulding's document as the overall template for the Book of Mormon. And yes, it's right here in America. And yes, in April 2024 was over Manchester Farm and Kirtland, Ohio, and Travis County, Texas. Crossroads of the Sun God. Branding the X on America. Okay? And so, yeah, in America, the sign begins at night. Well, a day and a night and a day. And it's, in America, it's other side of the world is nighttime. We see it in the daytime. When it's daytime on the other side of the world, it's nighttime for us. But the sign is still going on. So it's as if it's one day. Clever. Okay, clothed with the sun. That's the birth sign. That's what Helaman, or Samuel, is talking about. The moon under her feet, crown on her head of 12 stars. And so there's the other 3 planets. God is the father of Jupiter, that would be Saturn. And so Mars, Mercury, and Venus are the 3 extra stars in Leo. 23rd September 2017, the sign of the birth, the start of the ministry. And we know this because of 1 Nephi chapter 1, verses 8 through 10. This is the first year of God sitting upon his throne, Zedekiah. Verse 8, saw the heavens, God sitting upon his throne. Hey, I wonder what this comes from. And then the sun god at noonday, in verse 9, and then 12 stars following him. Ta-da! 23rd September 2017, the first year when Lehi starts his ministry with a book about the sun god at noonday to warn the people about the coming destruction. And how did the people treat Lehi? He had to exodus. They were going to murder him, just like Samuel. Right, Mormons? They were going to murder their Christ. Because they don't believe. They're waiting for the great spiritual feeling. Jesus. And this is the exact same pattern as Joseph Smith's second vision. Who appears to him? The sun god at noonday. What does he do? He gives them a book about warning of the destruction of the Mormons in the latter days. Urim and Thummim, day and hour. Exact same pattern match. All of these are talking about the same prophecies, the same days and hours, same revelations. There is nothing new under the sun. And so in verse 40 of the second vision, Joseph Smith says, this guy's your Christ, and he's coming in the future. 2 Nephi chapter 3, verse 5. It's not Jesus. And so, section 103, verse 16. Therefore, I will raise up, Deuteronomy 18, 15 through 19, Joseph Smith, second vision, verse 40, there's your Christ. Section 107, verse 91, the keys of Moses to lead the church, not the key of Peter, James, and John. Unto Mormons, the Christ is for Mormons. Start his ministry in Utah, Judah, phonetically the same, who will lead Mormons like Moses, because he's the man like Moses, the Christ, Messiah ben David Moses, whose name will be Emmanuel, Sun God, God's soul, to lead Mormons out of bondage of the great and abominable church of Lucifer, baby name meaning, for Russell Marion, Mars, the husband of Venus, the symbol of the inverted pentagram. Mormons will say, no, we want Jesus. So Helaman 14, 15? No, 14. 14. And behold, again, another sign I give unto you, a sign of his death. Revelation 19, 8 April 2024. On the back of the white horse, which all of Christianity, Islam, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints believes this is the second coming of Jesus, that no man knows the day or the hour, even though verse 11 and 17 is 8 April 2024. And I saw heaven opened, sign in the heavens, and behold a white horse, Pegasus, on the back of Pisces. And so there's the sun. We know it's the sun. His eyes were a flame of fire, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. That's the Egyptian god Amun. In verse 17, I saw an angel standing in the sun, the moon, solar eclipse, 8 April 2024, on the back of the white horse in Pisces. And so what about Jupiter? Where's Jupiter? Because he's the Christ who was born on 23rd September 2017. What do you think John is talking about a lamb for? Which constellation is a lamb ram? Yep, Aries. There's Jupiter. A precise once only day and hour. So, there you go. Oh, look, there's Nelson, verse 20, with Trump. Because who is the king put on the throne of America in 2017, Mormons? And who are you voting for this election again? Dumbasses. You are the enemy of the people. Real simple, not complicated. So I'm going to have to put some added text in here for the actual dates, because you aren't going to be able to see the dates. They're way too small. And then I'll have to I'll just add in the dates. So yeah, we're recycling a picture for you. So yeah, when you know the truth, then you understand that what the so-called titles are telling you are lies, and that they are a part of the overthrow of the government to murder you. They that come shall burn you, and they are filthy rich. Who were the people who profited and paid the Judas price for murderers? Judah for Joseph of Egypt, Judas for Jesus, Brigham for Joseph Smith, Lucifer Nelson for me. Got the receipts. Got the receipts.